Rent is getting more expensive. Rents keep skyrocketing 14% over the past year, and it's far outpacing inflation. And some cities in the United States, rents are up by 40%. This is forcing millions of people to find another place to live. But this has a good news and a bad news side. Good news for investors, bad news for renters. So in this video, I want to show you the truth. I want you to know why rents are rising. Number two, I want you to know what you can do about it and how you can find cheaper rent. And number three, why investors are flooding into the real estate market, and also how you can smash that YouTube like button for the YouTube algorithm, and I appreciate you. So let's break this down. National rent averages in the US rose 14% last year, and it's now at $1,877 a month is the average. Now I want you to think about that. While rent prices are rising nationwide, some cities are seeing huge spikes. So which cities have the highest rent increases? Cities like Austin, New York, and Miami have had increases by as much as 40%, according to Redfin. And many Americans expect rents to not only rise, but the United States Federal Reserve Bank of New York says they're going to increase about 10% this year. Now, at the same time, we saw only one city where the rent prices actually came down. Kansas City, Missouri. Rents fell 0.8%. Wow. Okay, so why is rent rising? And why is this happening? There's four main reasons. And number one is the low housing inventory equals the demand for rental properties. Number two, the median home values have gone up. Number three, occupancy rates remain extremely high. Now, we've even seen vacation rental numbers here increase up to a third this year, and so it's spilling over into all sectors. And number four, growing demand from millennials and baby boomers. Even with COVID times, people are living longer. So here's the big question everybody wants to know: will rents continue to rise? So here's the numbers. With inflation at 7%, everything costs more than it used to. From groceries to heating oil to cars, we've seen it. One of the biggest monthly expenses for millions of people is the rent, though. So as we've seen prices increase, it's far outpacing regular inflation. And here's the other thing. We had local rent freezes and eviction moratoriums, but they've already expired. Homes were already in short supply before the pandemic, and particularly in low and middle income families. Now, I want you to listen to this because this is important. In 2020, the market added only 65,000 entry-level homes. Now, these are smaller homes, 1,400 square feet. Now, I want you to compare that number to roughly 400,000 homes that were built in the late 1970s. This is according to Freddie Mac, these numbers. But can you see a problem? 6,500 entry-level homes built in 2020 compared to 400,000 back in the late 70s. As a result, more families are renting longer. So here's the other issue. Early in the pandemic, Americans, especially those who could work from home, moved out of cities to suburbs, and some even bought second homes or vacation homes in search of more space, okay? Many people are still moving, like here, to Myrtle Beach. That happened because of the low taxes, the low cost of living, and excellent beach lifestyle. But the low interest rates and the booming demand lifted housing prices to record highs. Do you know that in the United States right now, the average price in America last year sold at $408,800? So as house prices go up, rental prices go up along with home prices. So here's the big thing. That's all great news, Jerry. What do you do now? How do you find cheaper rent, right? So we've seen this. It's happening everywhere. It's a nationwide trend. Many people are beginning to look at other rental options. They're either looking to take a smaller unit. If they were in a two-bedroom, they're going down to a one, or a one-bedroom down to efficiency. Or they're looking at where they are living right now, looking all around. They've seen that every place, the prices have gone up. And so they're considering relocating altogether. Here's an interesting statistic. Last year, 352,185 residents moved out of New York. That's a decline. California, the population declined by 173,000 between 2020 and 2021 in July. So Also, many have decided that they need to buy a place of their own. So before you scream, just listen to what I'm saying here. I understand after many years of renting, you may have drained your savings, and there are some options for you, okay? Many renters have turned to buyers, but they're priced out of the housing market last year because of the rising prices and increasing competition from all cash buyers. And I understand about drained savings, and this is especially true, with millennials who may have student loan debt and just little in savings. But I want you to know, did you know that you can put down as little as 3% down? And there are even mortgages for first-time home buyers with 0% down. Now, these programs, however, have special requirements. So not everybody's going to qualify, but check with your local mortgage lender on that. And if you're buying here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, raise your hand. If you want a place of your own, give my real estate team a call because we can put you in touch with the right first-time home buyer program. If you're an investor, this is your time. There's a long line of tenants that are waiting to rent from you. And if you have a vacation rental, they're again lining up. So to sum all this up, there's good news and there's bad news. First, the bad news. Number one, local rent freezes, eviction moratoriums, that's all over. Number two, economists say that on an annual rise of leases, it's highly unlikely that housing costs will come back down. Usually higher rent prices and higher inflation will continue. We're going to see it for the next couple of years. Economists have been telling us this. Number three, there are 11 million households, and that's 1 in 4 renters now, that spend more than half of their monthly income for rent, according to Harvard University's Center for Housing Studies. Now, I know that's all bad news, but here's the good news. In the meantime, the government has already begun allocating unused funds from its $46.5 billion emergency rental assistance program to help residents with their rent and utility payments. And this is happening in cities like Washington, D.C., Houston, and San Diego. But that's not enough. We need more affordable housing options. And to help you with more affordable housing options, I did a video for you. I'm going to link that in the description below. And I want you to tell me what you're doing. I want you to tell me what's going on where you live. I really want to know what your plans are. Are you priced out of the market? Are you completely out? Are you looking to move in with your parents or a neighbor? Are you looking to move out of state? Are you looking to move to another town? Or are you on the other side? Are you looking to invest in rental properties, or you already own rental properties? Tell me about what's going on with you. Tell me about what's happening in your world. So wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic day. I really do make these videos for you. I appreciate you. And if you've already done so, give me a thumbs up or go ahead and subscribe, please. You'll see more videos like this, these helpful videos when they do come out. So wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.